It dates me $100 a day.
What the Wayne store on the weekend, right?
That was a couple.
Can I check it?
I didn't do much of that.
I did a tank. I just, you know, when they pulled, I don't know what they call it, they took the surface and gravel stuff out. Well, you got burns that high. The idea is because they want to save money, they'll put the mat down or whatever, then they'll put the burns back. So they white haul it off someplace.
Okay.
The skill level of driving.
It'd be nice to get rid of that.
Well, I'm waiting for
I've
someone to have
I've ridden in a combine.
it sounds like they clean it out by 6 feet.
Oh, really?
You can donate, and I'll go dig it out.
Yeah. I guess it probably would be because when I put our house in, that was down quite a bit. It was so hard to swim with the backhoe, couldn't you? But
It's really interesting out here. We went out last Saturday, Brad and Brando, and they witch hauled. And now I know where the wires are going, I know where the drains are. They found a couple spots where the drains are ready to collapse or plug. And there they go. Right now, there's 2 separate drains. One on the east end that goes out there and it goes across. And then the other one runs almost the full.
That's true.
So there's, and that's on the map.
No, that's the problem. That's what had to witch them to find him. If this is the runway, you know, the grass strip here, we're clear over almost to the grass on the other side.
Yeah.
Where they
That
come
must have been in way long time ago. You know, back then.
No.
It was a hit and miss thing, whatever.
Well, it's still his.
I mean, but it was really.
We'll get there.
Yeah.
Did you talk to him today?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
You talked to Stephen today?
Go out that way.
I've been out at the airport all afternoon with him and Alex and one of Alex's cohorts.
Well, that was the JUV rig I saw on the road.
Pardon me?
That was the JUV rig I saw on the highway.
Yeah.
Pass these around?
It was a pretty interesting, got another up and down the whole runway.
Stephen and Jeff are having a good time out there.
Some muffins of your game.
I mean,
They're having a good time.
this is wonderful. It's intriguing.
They're earning their keep.
But it was a good job for.
Yeah.
Where'd you get the muffins?
Costco. I had to run and get got to buy chlorine for the system I was at. So we had to run in this morning, so I gotta go down there.
We should go.
It was $47 3 months ago for the 4
Right, now it's,
74. I said, holy cow. I was gonna get 4 boxes. Yeah.
Rita,
had to put a new in it. The swing on
Okay.
it, the clutch.
we're gonna
So,
salute to the exit sign.
Hey, what are you thinking?
you can go face the post office.
There's a flag up here somewhere. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I hate these chairs.
Welcome, everyone. I see we're all here except Sherry and Shelley.
And Shelley won't be here because she's sick.
Okay, all right. We don't have a guest or role. Uh-oh. He robbed a sign from one of Reed's flags. Sorry, we've already got it done, man. You can do it yourself if you want. All right. So we've got item 4, which is the budget retreat. Okay, this is my first one of these. I'm not sure how we want to do this, so I'm going to turn this over to the budget committee. How's that?
Okay. As for the budget committee, we would like to propose a few things as we go through the budget. That they, as a group, would like to see done, but it's up to the, this is just recommendations.
Dave, can I suggest you turn your seat halfway so that the audience can hear a little bit? Or you can sit here if you like. Does that help, guys, until we crash? Does that help, maybe? Okay.
Okay, the budget committee recommends things that we probably should be looking at in as we go through the current expense. And so one of the things that was brought up that we could probably save money on was releasing the building inspector, because right at the moment, we're paying out more than what we're coming in to pay for his wages. So that's something that the city council needs to look at. Is it worth it to do it? There's an individual, he does this northern part of the county, and so he would work directly with whoever's building and work with them. And so that would be a savings to the city on that part. And then also is they ask for a breakdown of the salaries going to employees. And at this time, it was water fund is 30, sewer fund is 32, street fund is 19. And then Liza and Nikki are 32, 32, 5, and 31. But we kind of talked about it, so we can put more money into the sewer, is if we have the maintenance and drop them down to 25% each. And so, because that way we got more money going into the funds. And so that is a current thing. This will release the pressure on a monthly water bill, hopefully the water and sewer bill, and put more expenses into the maintenance and current funds, because that's what they're doing more now. Because we've got all brand new lines in and everything else. So right at the moment, they're not out repairing water leaks and sewer leaks on an intense thing. And they are doing some, but not as much as it used to be. So there could be savings on that right there. So we'd like to see the city council look at that. And also the code enforcement inspector, as they would like to have basically released him and then put that money back into the current expense, because really, I don't know if there's any benefit for the code enforcer, because he can't do really anything. He can't give him tickets, or what. He can give him tickets, but it doesn't do you any good. And so those two things, the building code and the code enforcer, eliminate those wages, and that will bring you up about $12,000 more in the general fund. Also, that we also talked about, and the council will have to debate over this, and the tax that's on water and wastewater at the end of the year, instead of putting them back into the general fund. This is the tax that on the water and sewer. Instead of that going back into the general fund, those should go right back into the water or wastewater. And the biggest reason is we don't know what the sewer plant's going to cost us. It's going to be pretty expensive. So we need to start saving up for things, because if we end up going 50-50 on the cost of the sewer plant within the next 3 years, I don't think we're going to do anything this year, or not next year either. And so we get into the third year, we're going to be tight on money. And so we're going to have to either raise the rates up largely, or save as much as we can between now and then and cut the cost down a little bit for the water and wastewater.
You're talking about this year.
Pardon?
You're talking about doing it this year.
Yeah. And so also what could probably help out is we talked about selling city property, the old city shop. We're not really making anything on that. And then the old city hall. Me personally, I like the old city hall because it's a museum piece, and that's my personal opinion. But with the old city shop, we could sell that out, but we would have to have a appraisal by the real estate person, and then what it's really worth, and then take that money that we get from the sales and either, because we got the union coming in, we don't know what this is going to cost us, and that would help fund some of that. Then we have repairs, if I remember right, to the library or whatever it may be. There may be repairs for the airport that are unforeseen and we don't know. So that money could be used to offset the expenses that we weren't even thinking about or that are going to come up. And now another thing is this is controversial, and this is just some people's opinion, but the mosquito spray, and to me, I would like to drop it, but then I get told not to, because it's expensive to do that.
Dave, you're not the only one. I've talked to several people that would like to drop it.
Yeah, and so this is something that, as a city, we can look at. Because it is very, very expensive, and it's only going to get worse. I had to buy chlorine today, and for every gallon I purchased, it was $20 for every gallon. And so that's something we need to look at, the mosquito spray. You can go out and purchase, and I know they work because we have one at our house, is those lamps that got the ultraviolet light with the zapper on. And it's kind of unique because you sit out there in the night and just watch all those little mosquitoes fry to death. And so in the desert, it's really good. So I ask people to buy those. I kind of don't, the burn pile expenses, I don't see where we're going to save on that. Probably going to cost us more, because I noticed today as I drove by the burn pile, it's enormous. And Steve's done a good job getting it organized. So I don't know where you would save any money on the burn pile. And one question that was brought up is the community center wages. What's that, cleaning? Okay, and that's what I thought it was. And so that's what we have for recommendations right at the moment.
Okay, you said the community center cleaning. Who cleans?
They have a person hired to do that.
Okay, usually when someone rents the building, aren't they
They're supposed to.
responsible for cleaning?
And that's why today we're going to have people to clean up, because we're meeting here in the community center. So we're going to kind of do our in-house cleaning right here.
Well, how much is it to rent this place?
Well, the start is at $10, and then what is it?
It depends on if you're a community group / nonprofit.
Okay,
Or if you
can
are
we
a private citizen.
Tack on a cleaning fee onto that so that it doesn't come out of the city?
It doesn't right now come out of the city.
It doesn't at all.
No. People have to choose if they wish to clean themselves
Okay.
or if they wish to hire somebody.
Because I'd like to make sure the city isn't involved with paying for any cleaning.
And if they don't do that, they don't get their cleaning deposit back.
Right.
That pays for the person who does the
Yep.
cleaning. So, I mean, that's the fair way at the moment on that.
Exactly.
So the city's really not putting hardly anything into the cleaning.
Okay, good.
And any more questions on
I just
the?
want to say that I helped with that community project. It should be in the file.
It is.
I've got a copy somewhere. And I think she's right. I think if the claim when they come in, it's going to go out. And that doesn't seem to be a problem.
Well, there was some complaints about the $150, and so if people would lower it just down to the cost of whatever they're cleaning. So that's something the city's going to have to look at in the future, because we're not renting this thing out very much.
I don't think we talk about it enough.
Pardon?
We don't talk about it enough. We should have it in the newsletter quarterly, saying we've got a really cool place to rent, and I never see the name. I'm just,
I don't think too many people know about it.
and there's a lot of new people in town, so
Yeah.
we should start advertising.
That would be a good idea, because we're not receiving much income on this building right here.
And if I'm correct, the income that this building does generate stays in the funds for this building, so if we need to pay, there's money there. Am I correct in that sort of?
If someone chooses to have the city clean it, then that pays for 4 hours of cleaning
Okay.
and once it goes over.
So it's kind of, it's self-sustaining in
That's
other
the
words.
idea, yes. I did want to let you know about the building inspector fees. Typically, we pay the building inspector about $6,000 a year, but the last 3 or 4 years, we've taken in 11 or 12, $10,000.
But on here, on the budget, it says you only took in $3,000 this year.
Well, that may be so far this year. But we also have, we have buildings also that are coming along, so it's hard to know each year, so we don't budget the whole time, but I can tell you exactly where we are as far as the building. That's the budget.
I think we've talked about that idea before, and we hope that we could get the gentleman that can do that service.
So, permits this year have generated $12,183.15.
For this year? How come it didn't show it in this?
Are you looking at the right line item? It's 322-1000.
That's what you see, right?
Yeah, that's what I see too. Is that right?
3,700.
Yeah, I'm sorry. And that is what it says, but the actual income thus far is.
We can't hear.
Speak up, they can't hear, sorry.
I don't know what you're talking about, right?
The building permit, so it was suggested that perhaps we should consider outsourcing our building inspector. But because we take in less than what we pay them, but so far this year, we've taken in $12,183.15, and a year's wages for the building inspector are $6,000 plus a few taxes that we pay on them. So that's not atypical for the last several years as far as what it costs the city to have a building inspector locally. I'm so sorry. I had hit 2024. So that was 2024. In 2020, I'm just trying to give you some context so you can have a.
So this is 2024?
2024 was the 12,001.
Yeah, that was last year, yeah.
So let me look at 2023 was $11,499.
And what's 2025 so far?
2025 is probably very close to that. I'm sorry, Dad, I wrote that down. So it's $3,746.80.
So we're behind a little bit, or we're over, however you want to put it. We don't have enough to pay for the $6,000 right at the moment.
Not at the moment.
Yeah. So we'll see what the rest of the year's going to be like. So as time goes along.
Well, we don't have a building inspector now anyway, correct?
No, we do.
Yes, we do.
Kevin was the building inspector. So
This is, Kevin, is he going to be around on a regular basis? Is he-
yes, and Steve Paxton has agreed to fill in for him when he's gone for any length of time.
But it's not like anybody we hire is gonna work for nothing either.
No.
So, I mean, I don't know, it seems like a,
So this is throwing this out to everybody, and we discussed it a little bit, and for the water rates and sewer rates to come up. 'Cause we don't know what's gonna happen. With the union thing, we still don't know what's gonna happen. So it was suggested that the water rates go up $5 a month, and the sewer rates go up $10 a month. With the sewer, we're gonna have to go up somewhere. And that's just the water and sewer for the fees. Now, with the union coming in and whatever, it may have to go up even more. So we're just saying 5 for the water and 10 for the sewer. Here again, council's going to have to decide where they want to go on this direction. But you will be paying more for sewer as time goes along. So somewhere along the line, we need to increase it a little bit each year. And so that was a cost that we just threw out. So as time goes along for the final thing, we'd really like you to look at that and just think on that. So it's 5 and 10. And that's going to go, it's going to hit a lot of people. And that's one thing that with me, I feel that the people that are on Social Security and things like that, and